And I'm Michael Moravek.
And we are staff reporters here at ComplianceX. We've been here for about a month and a half right now, and here we're talking about the hot topics on the newsletter. Now, to start off, what's going on in China? As many of you already know, China's stock market is decreasing right now. Anything you want to add, Mike?
Yeah, so over the past month or so, the Chinese stock market has decreased a lot, and they've lost about $3 trillion, which is roughly the size of the entire Spanish market. And to try to prevent the bubble from bursting, China's done a lot to, try to prevent that, such as restricting IPO trading, issuing surprise interest rate cuts to try to keep the trading of stocks more appealing to investors, and giving money to people and banks to try to get them to buy and sell stocks. And then just today they announced that they're actually going to be banning people from selling stocks that own a 5% or greater stake in a particular company.
Well, speaking about stock markets, did you hear about the U.S. shutdown?
Yeah, yesterday the U.S. stock market shut down for about 3.5 hours, but surprisingly it didn't have too much of an effect on the market, largely because about 40% of investors use off-exchange venues to actually make their trading, like E-Trade or Charles Schwab. So it didn't have too much of an effect, but still the stock market did decrease. Yeah.
Well, aside from the stock markets, what's going on in JP Morgan? Right now, they have to pay $166 million because of bad credit card debt and collection practices.
Yeah, so as a lot of you may or may not know, a lot of Americans are struggling with credit card debt. And unfortunately, JP Morgan did a lot, or took kind of an aggressive measures to try to get them to pay back their credit card debt, which was kind of unfair. And because of that, they have to pay $166 million in fines. And this is pretty similar to what happened back in 2013, 2 years ago, when they had, were facing a similar issue and they had to pay $300 million in fines.
Wow. So right now, you heard about the really serious news. On the lighter side of ComplianceX, we have the Coca-Cola. Right now, Coca-Cola decided to send out a label-free can. Why is that? They said because they want to promote open-mindedness and tolerance. I think the world would be better without labels. What do you think, Mike?
I think the same thing. And just going off of that general trend, on our website we do offer, a large array of articles, and these are kind of funner, lighter articles. And in addition to that, we have different stories on like how to dress in your everyday wardrobe, just to kind of spice things up and keep things interesting. And then in addition to that, another article that I found interesting was different things that successful people do, like getting up early, eating healthy, or just different tips and guidelines that are interesting to follow.
Okay, that's great. I need to take some of those tips.
Yeah.
But right now, we also have another article I thought was interesting, such as 70 things you'll never hear New Yorkers say. Now, here in New York, I find this very interesting. They said, how can I cross the street? The walk sign is not on. I find that very interesting because as a New Yorker, you go right across the street. You don't look at whether the light is green or red. You just walk. What about you, Mike?
I do the exact same thing. I didn't get hit by a car before the light turned
green. We don't want that to happen to Mike. But right now, to conclude everything, you can go check out the rest of these articles in the newsletter on ComplianceX.com.
And also, we publish a lead-in every day, which highlights some of the day's most, hot articles, and just provides a brief synopsis. And if you're interested in it, you can just click the link, and it'll take you right to the article, so you can read the full story.
Okay. Well, I'm Tamera Green.
And I'm Michael Moravek.
Have a great day.
Bye.